welcome to my channel. My name is Sonja and you are watching Domestic Diva DIY. Today I am bringing you three Christmas DIYs that I'm creating from one common item, and that is this buffalo plaid bag that I had picked up at Dollar Tree. It is their reusable bag, and I ended up using about just over half of it for three different projects. Along with that, for the first project, I'm using these stencils that came from Dollar Tree, and the give thanks sign that you see underneath is from Dollarama. I believe I used it for a different project, just a part of it for fall DIYs. And then you also need some green and red paint and some Mod Podge and some sort of a sponge to sponge the paint on. I also want to mention that this video is in collaboration with my friend Maria from Maria Kuna DIY. If you haven't checked out Maria's channel yet, make sure you head on over to her channel. I will have a link in the description box for all the wonderful DIYs that she creates. I am also using for this project a sandpaper just to sand down and smooth out the little plaque, and I will also use it once I Mod Podge the bag onto it just to rough out the edges. For the bag, I cut on the front face or the back face. It doesn't have a front or a back, but I cut out the face of it, and then I also take the stitching out just to give me the width that I needed for this project. Once I have it cut out, I Mod Podge the whole piece onto the plaque, and then once it has time to dry, I will go back into it and cut it out around. And once it's all cut out, I take the sandpaper and just sand it down a little bit on the edges, and then I move on to stenciling. For stenciling, I am using the red and green acrylic paint and this spongy brush that I picked up at Dollarama. And here it is. I really think it turned out really cute. It will be a nice sign to add to your fireplace or in your kitchen or just on a shelf. Now moving on to my next project, I am using this Mary sign that I had picked up at Dollar Tree. So for this project, you will need the brown acrylic paint, you will need the bag, some sort of a pom-pom or a berry for the nose, and then I'm also using this piece of wood because I will be gluing the words onto it, and then I just want to use some greenery and pine cones to decorate it. And for the bottom part of the wood part, I am painting it with a red acrylic paint. And I am going to Mod Podge the bottom piece of the bag that I'm cutting out to it, and then the deer part I will paint with brown acrylic paint. So once it was dry, I ended up using a craft knife and scissors to cut it out, all the letters out. Now this was a bit of a process. Just be patient and you will be happy with the end result.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time. Smile, my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3.
Once I was done with that, I ended up painting the reindeer, and when that was dry, I hot glued it, the letters to the piece of wood, and then I decorated it with some pine cones and some greenery.
The clock strikes and it's all too late.
Project, I end up using my Cricut machine just to cut out a deer head and a Christmas tree, and I am putting the bag, piece of bag that I had actually left over from the first project, onto my cutting mat and cutting that out with the Cricut machine. And then I'm using these 3 little canvases that I picked up at Dollar Tree. And then I want to cut the leftover piece of the bag to fit inside of one of the canvases. I created a border a centimeter wide all around and painted with red acrylic paint just to give that canvas a bit of a different look. And then I cut out the middle part, the bag for the middle part to fit right in. And then I Mod Podge everything on, and then I also Mod Podge the face of the deer as well as the Christmas tree onto the canvas. Those 2 I will just leave as is. They are finished, but once the the big the border one has a chance to dry, I found that it was a little bit too bright, so I ended up dry brushing some black acrylic paint to it. And once that was dry, I took some lamb's ears from one of the floral picks that I had from spring, and I created a wreath to go on top of the buffalo plaid plaque.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye.
And here they are. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, I would love it if you considered subscribing and pressing the notification bell. And make sure you check out Maria's channel as well. It will be linked down below, as well as her video. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.